Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Veronica back at it again with another video. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. For all the new viewers out there, this channel is all about side hustling, making money online, and career growth. So if you do like the video, please do give this video a big thumbs up and do consider subscribing for more videos on such topics. Without wasting any of your time, oh guys, I'd like to thank my current subscribers. We're currently on 491 subscribers at the moment of filming this video, and thank you so much to each and everyone out there for just showing me love, for just coming and continuing and continuously just showing support. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know I went on a hiatus, but I am back. I am back and better than ever. And in today's video, I'll be telling and explaining to you guys just some tips and tricks on how you guys can get into Rev, how to make sure that you actually get accepted into Rev and actually make it on the platform. So if you're interested in that, please do stay tuned, and yeah, please do watch this video to the end just so that you get all the tips, because all the tips work hand in hand together. So you must make sure that you use each and every tip. But yeah, without wasting any of your time, let us get into today's video. So tip number one is apply to as many sites as possible. Apply to as many sites as possible. Yes, I've said it. Now you're thinking, Veronica, how is that tying into me actually getting into Rev? The thing is with Rev, especially nowadays, because we are kind of like in the post-pandemic era, so people do really like the thought of working remotely, working from home, and people have come to learn that making money online is actually a real thing. It's actually possible. So you know, working online and making money online, a lot of people are doing this thing. It's not just you, meaning that there are a lot of people out there looking for transcription jobs, meaning that it is taking quite some time to actually get accepted on platforms. You'll find that rev.com even takes up to 60 days. So many platforms. So instead of you just saying I'll apply on rev.com and just sit my ass, like, you know, sorry for the language, but you know, you can't just apply to rev.com and just say that, you know what, I'm just gonna sit here. No, apply to as many other sites as possible, and that way not only are you like improving your skills on transcribing, because transcription just takes practice and it's just you getting to know the platform and stuff like that. So just go and apply to as many sites as possible. At the moment, the sites that are hiring is Casting Words, and Go Transcript. So those ones are all hiring, including rev.com. So there are so many sites that are actually hiring. There are great YouTubers here on the platform, people like Tess Ogamba, who share transcription sites. There are just so many YouTube videos. So go there, go and apply to the actual transcription site they're going about, instead of you just applying to one platform. So this will ensure that, oh, when you actually make it onto Rev, you will also actually have other sites that you're working on. The key to making money on these transcription sites is having other platforms to work on as well, because when you just work on one platform, like it gets tiring. Sometimes there are no projects, you know. So when you work on multiple platforms, then it gives you access to multiple projects to work on, and that means more money for you. So do apply to other sites, and also it doesn't hurt, because if you don't get accepted onto the platform, then that way you actually have a chance of getting accepted onto these other platforms, and your heart isn't as broken. I understand, you know, the process of transcribing, it's just frustrating, particularly the application process. It's very frustrating. You can get very irritated, but trust me, this is one way to go about it. Just make sure that you apply to as many sites as possible. Go create as many PayPal sites as possible as you can, so that you can have the opportunity to apply to all these platforms. But yeah, that is my first step, or key, or tip rather. Tip, that is the first tip. Apply to as many sites as possible. Tip number two is actually learn how to transcribe. While you are applying and stuff like that, actually learn. So the second tip was actually use YouTube videos to pass the test. So it's kind of working into actually learn how to transcribe. So the tip is actually use YouTube videos to pass the test. So with all these transcription sites, guys, with all these transcription sites, you know, it's very overwhelming, especially if you're a beginner. So do use the resources that are available. You know, YouTube is definitely one of them. For whatever test that you have, somebody has probably done it. Somebody has probably even uploaded it to the internet. Now, of course, granted, you have to be careful because it's not everyone's work that is 100%. So some people upload their tests on the internet and they do not pass, they do not do well, and then they just want to share, which I think is very evil. But just be careful. Go out there, go and apply on rev.com, and then go onto YouTube. Go onto the search bar, search YouTube, just search rev.com transcription test, and then you can be able to filter the settings, see the most recent video, see what people are saying in the comments of that video, and also yourself, you will follow the audio as you're writing the test. So don't just take this YouTuber's word for it and be like, you know what, if I follow this exact test I will pass, unless, you know, because rev.com doesn't like offer immediate like acceptance. So of course it's gonna take some time for you to know if that person was saying the truth. But in that process, actually learn how to transcribe, do your research on the words while you're transcribing. So it's gonna take a lot, but definitely do use YouTube videos to pass the test, especially if you're a beginner. If you're an OG, if you know what you're doing, then I don't think that it's quite necessary because it won't be as tricky. But for all those people who, you know, you're just a beginner, you've just learned about, oh, there's a way of making money online and transcription is one way, definitely do use YouTube videos to transcribe whatever you are talking about. Okay, darlings, we are on tip number 3. Okay, tip number 3: use Grammarly and other sites to ensure that you pass the test. So if you guys don't know, if you've never heard of Grammarly, it's a platform that basically helps you with your grammar. It helps with your spelling, your punctuation, and stuff like that. Of course, there is a premium version of it, where you have to pay to get like really good software, really good AI that detects like any spelling, you know, and stuff like that. But I must say the free version is pretty good. It's pretty good. It can detect, you know, minor spelling errors and minor punctuation errors. And might I add as well, with Grammarly, you're able to choose whether you're writing in British English, or you're doing American English, or you're doing even Indian English, I think. So just go there and use Grammarly. It's totally free. The free version, well, it's totally free. So use these platforms while you're trying to transcribe. Now, you must be careful depending on the platform, because some platforms are going to be like, we need you to do this in British English. Other platforms are going to be like, we need you to do this in American English. So you just need to be sure exactly as to what is going on, what are you doing. So yeah, but Grammarly is definitely one tip that I can give you guys. Use Grammarly, and there's so many sites like Grammarly as well. I'm just more familiar with Grammarly because currently in varsity I use Grammarly and it's absolutely amazing. Like, I can type out my stuff and Grammarly will pick up each and everything that I did wrong. So that's one of the things. So guys, now we are on tip number 4. I think this will be my last tip because it kind of goes into the tip number 5 that I wrote for you guys. It goes, you know, it just gets intertwined, I guess, you know. But this is tip number 4/5. It's the last but not least, definitely not least. So this goes into, again, tip number 1 as well. So while I say go and apply to as many sites as possible, feel free to apply to rev.com as many times as you can. Okay, feel free to apply as many times as you can. So how are you gonna do this? Create as many Gmail accounts as you can, as well as PayPal accounts. Now, I'm not saying go create 107 email accounts or PayPal accounts. That's a very specific number. I don't know why I thought of that, but do apply to these platforms as many as you can. You know, Rev is not limiting. You can go there under the same name, of course, but you just have to create a different PayPal account, because most of these sites do pay through PayPal. So you can apply, guys. The amount of times that you can apply is unlimited. And yes, they will reject you here and there. They'll be like, you're not a good fit, yada yada yada. But do apply as many times as you can. And if you use these tips, and if you go follow right now people like Tess Ogamba, she shares some amazing tips, amazing tips on how you can improve your transcription and how you can make money using transcription. So just definitely do that. Check it out. It's not that hard, guys, to apply to us. Actually, it is hard, but it's not gonna kill you. I can say that. My mother always says hard work never killed anybody. It's just you are gonna feel tired, and it is frustrating writing those tests. It can take some hours, but you know what, it's definitely worth it. So go there, go and apply as many times as possible. You know, there's no harm in having multiple PayPal accounts, guys. It's money at the end of the day, okay? It's money. So just do go, try your luck, and I wish you guys all the best, okay? So if you've reached this part of the video, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please do consider subscribing, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yeah, those are the tips. Definitely do follow them. Go follow that YouTuber that I mentioned. I think I will put her video in the YouTube description, in my description box, but do not count on me on that. So just go and search for her, Tess Ogamba. You'll find her. She's a very big YouTuber, and I do enjoy her videos. So yeah, you guys, if you've reached this video, please, at the end of this video rather, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Turn on your notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I post a video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing rather. Yeah, see you in my next video. I'm rambling now. See you in my next video. Bye.